Are you considering a trip to Cuyahoga Valley National Park? Come hike with us. If you want to protect your family vacation from becoming an expensive disappointment, you need to understand the 6 reasons people hate Cuyahoga Valley National Park. Let's get started. Why do travelers call Cuyahoga Valley National Park a glorified metro park? When your family packs up the vehicle for a national park road trip, you are likely picturing the beautiful overlooks of Shenandoah or the vast wilderness of the Smoky Mountains. But forcing your brood to spend hard-earned vacation days traveling to Cleveland and a park that is surrounded by residential suburbs and golf courses can lead to immediate outdoor regret. When we tested this destination against our regional options, we realized why so many local hikers openly complain that a much better, far more dramatic wilderness experience with deep gorges and towering cliffs is actually found at Hocking Hill State Park just a few hours south. The structural disappointment deepens when you examine the actual terrain available for your daily family hiking itinerary. Instead of technical mountain trails that challenge your physical endurance, a massive portion of this park's trail system consists of a completely flat, wide path made of crushed limestone. While this is perfect for casual strollers or basic bicycle rides, it lacks the rugged adventure that older kids and active parents crave. If you're looking to escape the city, you're going to hate Cuyahoga Valley unless you change your expectations. To lower the bar a little more, you should ask the next question. How bad is the highway noise at Brandywine Falls and Cuyahoga Valley National Park? Stepping into nature should mean replacing the chaotic sounds of modern civilization with the peaceful rustle of leaves and the gentle movement of water. Unfortunately, because this park is wedged directly between the massive metropolitan areas of Cleveland and Akron, true acoustic isolation is practically impossible for your family to find. When we visited the park's premier scenic overlooks, the peaceful ambient sounds of the forest were completely drowned out by the thunderous roar of commercial semi-trucks flying down Interstate 271 or motorcycles blaring Steppenwolf over their exhaust on Brandywine Road. This severe infrastructure intrusion is not just an auditory issue, it completely disrupts the visual aesthetic of the park's most famous geological feature. As your family walks down the beautifully constructed wooden boardwalk expecting a pristine, natural canyon view, you are forced to stare at the bike trail and Brandywine Road bridge towering directly over the water. This jarring combination of nature and heavy industrial steel can instantly shatter the illusion of a wilderness escape for your brood. We researched a little further and found Bridalveil Fall in the Bedford Reservation. Steps down to the falls and a bridge help you discover and enjoy this relatively remote location. The water flows shallow and gives you and your brood another option to Brandywine Falls. But if you want a memorable hike and can overlook the distractions caused by suburban sprawl, you may want to ask this question. Is the Ledges Trail in Cuyahoga Valley National Park too crowded for a peaceful family hike? An ideal family outdoor excursion involves space to explore quiet trails and the ability to connect with nature without bumping into hundreds of strangers. Because this park sits within a short 30-minute drive for millions of urban residents, the reality on any pleasant weekend is complete gridlock and packed boardwalks. Trying to navigate narrow pathways with your brood while dealing with massive tourist groups completely ruins the tranquility of the environment. The sheer volume of human congestion is staggering because this relatively small valley plays host to an overwhelming 3 million annual visitors. Let's put this into perspective. Cuyahoga Valley National Park is 33,000 acres. Yellowstone National Park is 2.2 million acres and sees less than 5 million visitors. Cuyahoga sees 60% of the visitors of Yellowstone, but is only 2% the size of Yellowstone. This intense crowding creates immediate logistical obstacles, particularly when it comes to securing a simple parking space at the major trailheads, and there is no way to turn it off. Due to the roads traversing the park, there is no gate or entrance fee. If your family itinerary places you at the popular parking lots after 10 o'clock in the morning, you will likely face endless loops of traffic and severe parking enforcement fines. When you are forced to park miles away at an alternate staging area, a simple afternoon walk quickly morphs into a grueling multi-mile endurance test for your kids. Our best recommendation to tour this park during the week and arrive early or stay late. We're halfway through, but if you want the bad and the good of the national park, subscribe today so that the next time you search a national park, our videos come up at the top of your search results. We've been to most of them and recognize their faults, but enjoy their beauty too. Okay, let's continue. Can your family swim or cool off in the Cuyahoga River? When the summer heat peaks and humidity levels rise across Ohio, your family will naturally look for a freshwater stream or a cascading waterfall to cool down. However, the tragic environment history of this specific waterway completely restricts your brood from participating in any traditional water recreation. Decades of heavy industrial pollution, combined with ongoing agricultural runoff and urban sewage overflows, means that entering the water poses significant health risks. Because of these persistent risks of E. coli and sewage runoff, the park recommends against wading or swimming anywhere near the Cuyahoga River or Brandywine Falls. The lack of water access becomes even more frustrating when your family explores the stagnant wetland of the valley floor. While places like the Beaver Marsh offer excellent wildlife viewing, the stagnant water also serves as prime breeding grounds for massive clouds of biting insects during the warmer months. Trying to enjoy a scenic walk while your kids are constantly swarmed and bitten can quickly ruin an entire afternoon. To counter the lack of water fun, we stayed at Streetsboro KOA to enjoy swimming in their pool and fishing their 3 ponds. Additionally, if you're bringing binoculars to look at birds, maybe they're better used at the Boston Mill Visitor Center to look at the Interstate from underneath. Every good national park video needs a dad joke. Which days are the strongest? Saturday and Sunday. The rest are weekdays. But weekdays are still the best days to visit this park. Okay, back to the list. And maybe you're thinking about visiting the park during the off months. How do you avoid the severe seasonal mud on the trails of Cuyahoga Valley National Park? If you attempt to avoid the massive summer crowds by visiting during the late winter or early spring, you will face an entirely different environmental obstacle. The melting snow combined with frequent seasonal downpours transforms the unpaved dirt trails into slick, treacherous mires. Watching your kids slip, slide, and ruin their regular sneakers in the mud puddles can turn a fun family adventure into a stressful, messy ordeal. You don't avoid it, you just adapt to it. You could stick to paved trails or the towpath trail, but off-pavement navigating the unstable trail surfaces requires a tactical shift in your family's footwear choice to prevent painful twisted ankles or muddy falls. An urban environment would suggest standard tennis shoes, but they will instantly saturate with freezing water, leading to blistered feet and miserable kids halfway through your itinerary. To ensure your brood hikes safely, choose good hiking shoes and trekking poles. Examples of what we hiked with during our time in Cuyahoga Valley are in the video description. Read now while you watch. What is the best way to see Cuyahoga Valley National Park through the dense summer trees? Many travel brochures heavily market a specific panoramic vantage point as the absolute best place in Northeast Ohio to watch a dramatic sunset over the expansive valley. However, families who visit during the peak summer months near the Ledges Trail are often met with a frustrating wall of solid green foliage that completely blocks the horizon, if you can even find the overlook. Instead of an open view of the valley below, your brood is left staring directly into a thick forest canopy that entirely obscures the geological grandeur of the region and the setting sun. You're likely to find a better scenic overlook in the Bedford Reservation. We spent a day biking the Cleveland Metro Park and came upon the Bedford Scenic Overlook. Here, you are above the forest and can see a beautiful landscape beneath you. If you're still thinking of visiting Cuyahoga Valley National Park, watch this video next. And if you're still here, share this video with a friend and check our video description for a link to join our newsletter featuring national park news and discounts on gear we recommend.